In this lesson, we will learn how to implement application security groups. First, we will answer the question, why application security groups? Then we learn about the benefits of the application security groups. After that, we will analyze a practical example. Then we will practice with configuring application security group. Finally, we will conclude our lesson with review questions. So why application security groups? An application security group is created to join the network interfaces of the servers in the same or different subnets as the members of the group. One network interface of a VM can join to one or more application security groups at the same time. The application security group then can be used as a source or destination of a network security group. As you can see in this configuration, the network interface of the vault server is the member of the production subnet application security group, and it is also the member of the dev subnet application security group, and it becomes a source of a rule in the production subnet network security group, and it becomes the destination of a rule in the dev subnet network security group. So application security groups are needed to reduce the effort of managing network security groups. The real benefits of application security groups are being recognized as we have applications that contain hundreds of servers divided into multiple tiers. Traditionally, servers in each tier are provisioned in a subnet. By using application security groups, all servers of the application can be provisioned in one subnet, and the servers in each tier are added to an application security group. For example, in this network, we have an application that has three tiers. The first tier is the web tier, and the second tier is the application tier, and the third tier is the database tier. For this application, we can create three application security groups. First, we create the Web ASG application security group. Then we add the network interfaces of Web01 and Web02 to the Web ASGs. Then we create the App ASG application security group. Then we add the network interfaces of the App01 and App02 to the App ASGs. Finally, we create the DB's ASG, then we add the network interfaces of DB01 and DB02 to the DB ASGs. Now, if we want to allow the web tier to access the app tier, we can create a network security group that uses the web ASGs as a source and the app ASGs as a destination. In the future, if we need to add a new application server, we can build it and add its network interface to the FASG's application security group, which automatically applies the rules of the corresponding NSGs to the server. Now, let's analyze a practical example. In this network, we have an application that have multiple tiers deployed on multiple servers. And here is the list of network access rules. As you can see, the servers in the application allow all outbound access by utilizing the default outbound security rules. And on the web servers, we need to allow the access from the internet on port 443. And on the application servers, we need to allow the access from the web servers on port 443. And on the database servers, we need to allow the access from the application server on port 1443. And on all the servers of all tiers, we need to allow the access from the deployment server on the SSH or RDP protocols for it to perform the deployment and update. And on the Vault server, we need to allow the access from the application server on the port 8200. Without utilizing application security groups to complete the requirements, we need to create one inbound rule for each source to each destination. For example, to allow the web servers to access the application servers, we need to create one rule to allow Web01 to access App01 and one rule to allow Web01 to access App02 and one rule to allow Web02 to access App01 and one rule to allow Web02 to access App02, which make it 4 rules. Similarly, to allow the application servers to access the database servers, we need to create 4 rules. And to allow the application servers to access the Vault server, we need to create 2 rules. And to allow the deployment servers to access all the servers of the applications, we need to create 7 rules, which means we need to create 17 rules in total to satisfy the requirements, and the number of rules will be increased as we add more servers to the applications. Now, by utilizing application security groups, we need to create one inbound rule for each source tier to each destination tier to satisfy the requirements. For example, to allow the 2 web servers to access the 2 application server, we just need to create one rule that utilize the web ASGs as a source and the app ASGs as a destination. Similarly, to allow the application servers to access the database servers, we just need to create one rule that has the app ASGs as a source and the DB ASGs as a destination. And to allow the application servers to access the Vault server, we just need to create one rule which has the app ASGs as a source and the Vault IP as the destination. And to allow the deployment servers to access all other servers, we just need to create 4 rules. In all 4 rules, the source is the deployment server and the destination of the first rule is the web ASGs, and the second rule has the destination as the DB's ASGs, and the third rule have the destination as the app ASGs, and the fourth rule has the destination is the IP address of the Vault server, which means we need to create 7 inbound rules in total to complete the requirements, and the number of rules stay the same as we add more servers to the applications. Let's practice with configuring application security groups in this network. First, we will create a new application security group named prod-adnet-asg01. Then we join the servers mazpdc01 and mazpvault01 to the production subnet application security group. Finally, we will create an inbound rule in the production subnet network security group, which is associated to the VM production subnet to allow the file server in the VM dev subnet to ping all the members of the production subnet application security group. To create a new application security group, in the search box, we type in application security, then we click on application security groups, then we click on create. Here we select the infrastructure resource group and we type in the name of the application security group, prod-etnet-asg01. Then we click next. Then we click on review and create. Then we click on the create button. And that's it. Let's join the network interface of the server MAZ-PDC01 to the application security group that we have just created. To do that, we need to click on the server, and in the networking, we click on application security groups. As you can see, it shows up the network interface of the server MAZ-PDC01. Now we click on Add Application Security Groups. Here we select the application security group prod-etnet-asg01. Then click Add. That's it. Now let's get back to the virtual machines. Here we will join the network interface of the server MAZ-PVolt01 to the same application security group. To do that, we need to click on the server, and in the networking, we click on application security groups and we click on add application security groups, and then we select the same application security group prod-etnet-asg01, then click add. That's it. Here we log into the file server. Let's open command prompt and ping the IP address of the Vault server. As you can see, it's timing out. Now let's ping the IP address of the DC server, and it also time out too. Now let's create a new inbound security rules in the production subnet network security group to allow the file server in the dev subnet to ping all the member servers in the application security group that we have just created in the production subnet. To do that, we click on the Add button, and in the source, we change it to IP addresses, and in the source IP, we type in the IP address of the file server 10.0.1.4/32, and in the destination, we change it to application security groups. Then we select the application security group prod-etnet-asg01. Then in the protocol, we change this to ICMP version 4 to allow the ping command. And in the action, we keep it as allow. And in the priority, we keep it as 101. Then we click add. That's it. We are back on the file server. Let's ping the DC server. As you can see, we're getting the reply, and let's ping the Vault server. And we also get the reply back from the Vault server. Everything looks good. Let's conclude our lesson with the review questions.